Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to play Cascadia. This game supports 1 to 4 players, it's for ages 10 and up, and the average play time is 30 to 45 minutes. This is a game that we have played and covered on the channel before, but this is my first time attempting the solo mode, so I might get a wrong or two. As I always say, I'm here to spread awareness, have some fun, and show off some really cool games, so just keep that in mind. So this game, for those of you that have never heard of it before, is a tile/token drafting game where you're trying to arrange your personal array in such a way that satisfy the scorecards that are dealt for that game. There are 5 animals in the box, but there are multiple cards of each animal type. So there's a lot of different foxes, a lot of different bears, a lot of different elk and birds and so on. And what you're going to do is you're going to randomly take one from each of those decks. So here's the remaining cards as an example. Like here's some other elk and bears and different animals that we are not going to be utilizing for this particular game. But these are the scoring conditions that we're going to be trying to complete for this game and arrange our array so that we complete these as best as possible. The better we do these things, the more points we get. In this case, the red fox wants pairs next to them, so we're going to get more points if we manage to do that. The bear wants sets of 3 on the grid. The elk just groups together. The bigger the group, the higher the score. This hawk doesn't want to be next to each other, but wants line of sight. So the more we do that, the more points we get. Salmon wants a long run, like so. And we're back to that. So these are the 5 different animals in the game. I'm going to put them up here as a reminder to myself, but you guys probably won't be able to see them. As far as game setup, it seems to be very similar to the multiplayer version of the game, where you're going to have so many tiles here based on the player count. I believe it's set up for a 2-player game. And you're going to have 4 of these terrain tiles out here and an animal token that you're going to be drawing randomly from this bag here, and you're creating pairs basically. So this is a pair, this is a pair, this is a pair, and this is a pair. And on your turn, you're going to choose one of those pairs and then start expanding your grid. And again, how well you do that will determine how many points you score based on those animal cards that are along the top. There are also these nature tokens. You earn them in the same way as you would the multiplayer game. If you put an animal on a location with one of these triangles on it, and you'll note because there's always one animal shown on here, like here's a tile with 3 animals on it, a tile with 2 animals on it, and there's a tile with a single animal. Those with a single animal have this little triangle. It's called a keystone tile. And if you manage to put the matching token on there, like this fox onto this tile, you're going to gain one of these nature tokens. And those nature tokens can do one of 2 things when you turn them in. One is to wipe the array of animals and then refill it, or you can grab any pair that you want. They don't have to be a pair, like you could grab that and that. So you could do that. In the solo game, you're going to take 1 terrain and 1 animal, again, typically in a pair, and then you're going to discard the one furthest from the stack here. So you're going to simulate like a second player taking a tile, or a pair, I should say, but it's always going to be at the end. So with that said, let's just get the game started and see how well I do. Let's just go ahead and maybe zoom in a little bit more, and then I'll zoom out. Yeah, I guess that's good. I'll zoom out as this gets bigger and bigger. All right, so what am I going to want to do? If I take this set here, I could put the fox here, and the bear could go somewhere here. I'm going to earn points also for putting terrain next to each other that is matching. You don't have to put matching terrain next to each other, but it behooves you to do it if you can. You also, in a solo mode, get points if you get 7 or more terrain tiles of the same type adjacent to each other. You get like a bonus 2 points in addition to the normal scoring that you would get at game's end. And we'll see that at game's end. But anyway, I'm thinking if I grab this set, these 2 go away. I kind of want that so I can get a token right away, because this is going to be hard to fill. But the problem is these 2 are going to go away, which means that I want to get my bears filled in if I can. All right, let's just do this. because why not? So I'm going to put that there, and this one I'm probably going to place probably like this. That way these two terrains are adjacent to each other and still satisfy that. Because I put a fox on this keystone tile, I'm going to take one of these nature tokens. These are worth a point at game's end if you don't use them. This is going to go away and be discarded from the game, and this is going to go back in the bag. And these actually slide down. In the multiplayer game, they do not do that. But in the solo game, they do. So I'm going to do like that, and just in one like that. And I'm going to draw two at random. One, there's a bear, and there's, yeah, elk. Okay, so now I get to go again. And we're going to keep going until this stack of tiles runs out. Okay, so I want to create this fox. I prefer pairs to be around it. So I would like a bear here if I can swing it. So I'm thinking this would be a decent setup. There's also fish or bird over here. I feel like I'm going to be neglecting one of these animal types. I just don't know which one yet. This one over here is tempting. I could put the bear here and maybe put this over here or over here somewhere. Yeah, let's... Because I want to start getting bears. Because I've got two bears. Yeah, I'm gonna grab this one, I think. And I'm sure I could math this out and spend all day doing this, but I just don't feel like it. So I'm gonna maybe do something like that to try and keep these elk next to each other as a possible thing to do. And this keeps this Arctic region together. And this bear I'm gonna put here. And I'm going to try and get like a bear here, here, and here. And putting two bear here would allow me to satisfy the fox because it wants pairs next to it. So I think I'm going to do that. And then the farthest ones go away. And these are going to slide down. Okay, and two from the bag. One. This is going to be super sloppy. All right, so there we go. What am I going to do with that? That's another fox. I don't think I want another fox right now, so this one I'm not too worried about. I like that pairing there. I mean, they just go well together. I'm really tempted to put that here, but that means that like this water, like this could go here, but I really want to get pairs for the fox. I could use this nature token to maybe take this and then put the forest here. That might be something to think about, but then I'm sort of suffocating the forest section unless I push it out somewhere else. I really don't want to use these right away either. I want to kind of keep them going and have a bunch in case I need them. This is really tempting just to grab these two because they complement each other. Question is, where do I put that? All right, so for right now, maybe I just grab these two. And I think I'm going to put this here to keep this water thing going here. And then I'm going to put this bear token. I'll put that here, I guess. It doesn't matter. That is a keystone tile. So I'm going to get a nature token and put that there. This one goes away. And those slide down. I feel like a digital version of this would be great, so I don't have to keep refilling the array every 2 seconds. All right, 1, 2. That's a fox, and that's a bird. Okay. All right, what are we doing next? There's no bear out here, so we really can't do anything about that. Do we set something up for later? These would be great for birds because they have line of sight with each other and they're not touching each other. So maybe I grab either this or this or this or this. This is another keystone tile. So is this. So it really doesn't matter which way I go with it. Maybe I grab this desert one to keep that going. Or do I... Yeah. But here's the thing, I don't want foxes next to each other. They do not score for being next to each other. So I'm thinking I grab this pairing, you know, like that. And then I'll put this maybe down here, like so. And then I'll put this bird maybe here with the intention of putting a bird here in the future so that, you know, they have line of sight with each other. And this pairing goes away. These slide down. One. Probably should do that in the right order. Okay. Okay, so what do we do from here? One of these birds would be great. Again, grabbing this and putting this here doesn't seem all that attractive to me. This one doesn't do it for me either. I mean, I could put the tile over here and the token over here. Like, I don't have to put this fox here. I want to get forest here, if at all possible, like a large forest so I can grow it. Or I can say, to heck with the forests and just focus on a bunch of desert. That's what seems to be coming up right now anyway. Okay. I've got a 3 bear here, which is good. I just need another bear token. I think I'm going to satisfy that bird. I just don't know how I'm going to do it. Grabbing this fox, if I do something like this, I could do that. But the problem is, like, I'd have to get another bird over here, I think, and they would be within line of sight with each other. I think I'm going to do that. And I'm going to grab, obviously, this one as well. And I'm going to put this one here, and now these two birds are not connected, but they do have line of sight with each other, which is what I want. This is going to go away. And these pairings will slide down. If you happen to grab 2 different ones, a non-pairing, you still slide them down. So that's 1, 2, and then 2 from here. 1 and 2. Another bird. Okay. I need a bear. I need a bear to finish that off if I can. Okay. A lot of keystone tiles. This is making it difficult for me to really, you know, branch out in different ways. That one doesn't look terrible. If I can't get a bear here, maybe I can get another bear over here, another pairing going with this one. And then put this fox here. I could do that. This salmon, there's no place for the salmon. So if I grab an animal token that has no possible place for it, it goes back in the bag. And I really want to avoid that if at all possible. This one isn't that terrible. I can start building my elk over here maybe. And that gives me a place for salmon in the future. But again, I can only do one or the other. I can't. A tile cannot have more than 1 animal token on it. Boy. It's a toughie. Okay. This is tempting. So if I did this, right? The problem is I could do this and then I could put a bear here in the future, but this would have to have its own set of bears in a group. And I don't really like setting it up that way. I'm tempted to do like something up here and then have another group of bears form over here and maybe do another group, like a bear pairing here and a bear pairing here. But I'd have to rely on a lot of bears coming out. But I do have a lot of these tokens. This allows me to grab this and put that here. And because I completed a keystone tile, I get another one of these. That goes away. And these slide down. New tiles come out. All right, 1, another freaking fox. 2, there's an elk. Okay. I need bears. So I'm trying, there's no place for salmon, so that one's out. There's no place for birds, so that's out. I feel like I feel like this is the only option for me. Everything else doesn't... I mean, a fox here would not be beneficial at all. So I think I'm going to grab this one. And this is a forest, so I could do something like this and keep this forest section alive. I could do that. And then maybe do... Is it unique pairings? It just says nearby pairs. So scores for each fox, number of unique adjacent pairs. So having like a pair of bears here and a pair of bears here would not give me extra points. So as much as it pains me to do this, although I think I kind of have to, because this needs... If I put a bear here, yeah, so maybe I put this up here, like so, to prepare for another 3 bear pairing right there. And then this goes away. I have to place this, which has to go there. That completes that keystone, so that goes there. Okay, this goes away, goes back in the bag, and these slide down. I have no idea what the average score is, but I feel like I'm not doing anything right now. I don't know why, it just, yeah. All right, there we go. All right, not bad. Again, I have no place for birds right now. This is very tempting. I feel like that's the best move. I think I need to double down on these bears. So I think I'm going to take this pairing. Again, I could spend these, but I got 4 points right now. And I can always spend these to wipe the animals, but there's no guarantee that I'll get more bears. So I kind of want to keep... Let's do that. And where would I put this? Do I put this maybe up here to keep the forests going? And there's my 3 bears there as well. So I'm going to put this here, and that completes that. So I'm going to take another one of these. Now I've got a pair of 3, which is great. But I need a bear here in order to satisfy the fox's pair condition. So I really need more bears is what it comes down to be. All right, those go away. Slide down. We may have to start moving things in a moment. One and 2. Okay, I just had to quickly rearrange some things. It was starting to get a little crowded. So, what am I going to do with this? I can grab these 2 and just put the elk over there. That seems to be the best thing. I mean, salmon... I have no salmon tiles at all, so I kind of want to focus on that too. This is... I think I'm going to grab... I could spend... Yeah, I think I'm going to grab this. Yeah. So if I put that here and just put that on top of it, that way these start to pair up, which is great. And this pairing goes away. And that goes back in the bag. All right, and we need to slide down. And then 1, 2. Where are my bears at? I need more bears. I need 3 more bears to really complete this set. Then I don't need to worry about them anymore. Okay. Wow. I feel like I need to start using these as much as possible because, like, I'm getting to a point where I'm running out of options. Like, these 2 would be good, so I can get a bird out there and maybe put it maybe here so that they're in line of sight of each other. But the terrains really don't match. I was hoping to get more... I was hoping to get desert over here. There's some elk. I mean, that would be an obvious pairing down here, but this terrain type is just not working. The problem is, like, trying to get the terrain and the animals to pair up in the most efficient way possible, but it's really difficult to do that. Birds don't want to be next to each other. I could grab these 2 and start a salmon thing. I don't have any salmon whatsoever. I need at least 3 in order to start getting anything. I could just start that over here and start a run on their own. But I really don't want to pass up this possible pairing over here. But I feel like I'd be wasting, like we've got this grassland and now this grass over here. I want to like put this, I could do this with it. And if I can somehow get this desert to connect here, I'll get some points for that. So I think I'm going to put this here. And this obviously goes here. I'm not going to use these yet. So that's a group of 3. But here's the thing. Is that going to work? Actually, no. It prefers this particular group. So maybe that's not a good thing. Maybe if I did... Let's rethink that. If I grabbed these two using one of these, I could put this here, keep the... what if I did that? I could keep the mountainous alpine stuff going and grab this and put that here. That would have been a great place for a bird though, but I got to keep up with the particular design. So there's that, and I'm going to use one of these tokens to do it, and this goes away, and that goes there, and these slide down as much as they possibly can, and then new ones come out. All right, come on, bag. Give me some bears or something. All right, 1, 2. All right. Oh boy. Okay. So I want the bird, but I have no place for it because I feel like if I can complete. I mean, look how many points you get if you get all these birds within line of sight with each other. Right now I've got 2 of them at 5 points, which is pitiful. I need to get more birds out there, and I have literally no salmon. But there's a bear. I can't pass that up. I feel like I can't pass that up. I mean, this is just... But this tile, I'd rather use it for elk. So if I did this with it, and then put an elk over here when the time came, that would complete that pattern. And you can, like, you know, there's that'll work, right? Yeah, that'll work. If I can get another elk over there, that would complete that 4 elk pattern. And there's a spot for an elk, but I'm going to put the bear. I'm going to put that here to start because now there's a pairing of bear for this fox. Okay. All right, that's fine. These go away. That slides down. Okay, and then we get more. 1, 2. That's a nice pairing. That bird, I mean, that's just an obvious one. I think I can't pass that up. I kind of have to do that. Where am I putting it? Maybe here. But this is grassland. I want to put grassland next to each other. So maybe here. Yeah, that gives me a lot of options. So I'm going to do that. Yeah, and then I completed a keystone tile. So I'm going to get a keystone token or a nature token for that. These go away. This game's quick if you don't have decision paralysis, but it's not typically how I play. A lot of foxes. Okay. I'm going to resign myself to the fact that I'm never going to straighten those tiles out for the rest of the game. A lot of elk. If I can get one of those elk down there, that would be fantastic. I feel like I want a salmon one just to have it. This one's a bird one. If I can get that in a good space. You know what I'm thinking? If I do something like this, I kind of want to extend on water, but if I did that, that connects this desert together. But no, because this needs to be next to each other. I want to do this. And the reason is I want to try and get another bird over here, not only to satisfy the whole line of sight thing, but the fox wants pairs, and there's already a bird here. If I can get a bird there, that would be great. So I'm going to take this elk and put that over here to complete that 4 set. And these go away. One there, one there. These slide down. Getting close to the end here. We're getting low on stuffs. All right, 1 and 2. Okay, well there's a bear, but I need the bear. I mean, I'm sorry, but I need to get this done. I need to get that done. I also need more birds. A bird here would be great. Okay. Oh boy. This is rough. This is rough. Okay. I think I have to do this. And the question is, what do I do with that? Do I use it for salmon? I could put this here. And if I can get a fox going... If I can get a fox here, there's already a pair here, which is great. And if I can get another bird over here at some point, that would also complete that. But this bear, I'm going to put here. And I'll try and get one more up there. These go away. And those slide down. And 1 and 2. There's a bird and there's a fish. Salmon. Okay, I think I want the bird out of everything here because this is just too good of a tile. Too good of a tile. So I'm thinking grab those two. I mean, again, I could use these, but hey, this is 5 points at game's end. Unless I really need one of these other ones. I don't see a reason. Yeah, so I'm thinking I grab these. And this goes here definitely. There's a bird place for it. And then this one I'm thinking goes here. Just to connect. I'd have to do it this way. This now connects this desert together. The question is though, like, what would I put here if I had to? I mean, like, a bear doesn't make any sense. Maybe a salmon and maybe a run of salmon here? That's possible. Maybe a run of salmon. But I was thinking the fox would be good here. Maybe we'll leave it here and possibly get a salmon here. And if we can complete 3 salmon, that's 10 points. If we can't get the fox over here to do this, then maybe the salmon would be good. Okay, so these go away. A lot of salmon. We need 2 more. 1, 2. Come on, bear, bear, bear. Give me bears. I need bears. All right, well, that works. Okay, so the question is, do I grab these 2? That's a fox. I kind of want a salmon tile here. The question is, can I get enough salmon to complete a run of 3 before the game's end? It's possible. Do I take the risk and maybe grab these? Like, this for sure. But do I grab this? I don't think I grab this. I'm going to use one of these to do this and maybe this one and put that. See, if I put this here, that opens up a bird. That would be decent. Like, this would be... That allows a bird to go here, which is great for the whole line of sight thing. Or do I just ignore this salmon, put this down here, and try and get a bird? Try and get a bird, because there's a group of 3 water there. My terrain is all over the place. But if I can get a bird here, I mean, that's... Yeah, I think that's more likely to happen than getting 3 salmon. This one's about to go away. Boy, oh boy, do I do that? I feel like I need to set myself up for something. I'm trying to do too much at this point. All right, well, we'll leave it like that. I'm probably a mistake. It's probably going to be easier to get this than it is to get 3 salmon here. All right, so I think I have to spend this, or did I I thought I already spent it because I had 5, didn't I? Well, I'll deduct a point at the end of the game if I remember to. But anyway, like I said, I'm very forgetful. I make mistakes. So 1, that, and that. And, whoops, one of these. There's another salmon. So we got our bears done, which is great. Do we start grabbing these for the salmon? There's no birds. No birds. So I'm thinking we try and get the salmon done and hope it's a Hail Mary. We've got 2 here at least. So I could grab these, but the question is, what do I do with them? This tile is kind of useless. I could put this, I could just try and complete more of these water ones here, just to focus on that. But that does this, yeah. Oh no. Or do I do another one of these tokens and grab a different tile? I feel like that might be something to think about. Like if I put this bird over here and possibly get a bird in the future, but there's already a bird set up over there. Or do I grab this one, put it here so that there's a definite chance? Yeah, so maybe I spend one of these to do this and this one. And I'll put this here. You know, let's rotate it that way. I'm going to try and keep water together if I can, but this is a mess. This biome is screwed. This salmon, I guess I'll put here. Sure. I probably want one. If I can get another salmon tile here and make a run of 4, that would be great, and that wouldn't matter. Okay, fine, fair enough. This goes away, and so this goes away and this goes away. And these all slide down. I feel like this is going to be the lowest scoring game ever recorded. All right. Got 1 and 2. Another. These fox, man, they love me. I feel like the salmon is the way to go. So if I grab this and this, but is there another tile I would rather have? This just makes sense to me, but the bird is useless there. I could put this over here and then hope to get a bird in the future, but not a whole lot of birds are coming up. Or do I spend another nature tile and grab this for sure and maybe one of these other ones? I don't. I guess we'll do this. I mean, oh, this is awful. It really is. If I put this here, they don't want to be next to each other. I mean, I could put this here, and technically they've got line of sight, but like that's just an odd placement. That doesn't make any sense. Maybe I should just focus on expanding my largest scoring zone. Crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 7 alpine tiles there, so I'm going to get an extra 2 points at game's end for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I can get a desert one here, that would be 7. So maybe I'd take one of these two and spend one of these. Maybe take that one. Although it's not really going to do me. These animals don't. The animals on these tiles aren't going to do me a whole lot of good. So I feel like it's just a waste to take those. All right. Well, just to keep the game moving, let's just grab that and that. This is going to be awful right here, but we're going to just put them there, and I'm going to put this salmon there. These go away. It was just a bad choice all around, honestly. Getting close. Getting close. All right. 1 and 2. Salmon. Well, I mean, so maybe I expand on the water down here. And, I mean, I'm not going to worry too... I want a desert tile, but I need a desert tile here. Okay. This fox only has 1 pairing. Oh, that's just awful. This is just awful. All right, I feel like we want to grab one of these for sure. The question is, so maybe I do this so that if I can get an elk here and maybe an elk here, then that fox will, yeah, maybe. And then I'm going to put this salmon over here. And these two go away. So for the last turn of the game, because when you try to fill this array and you can't, the game is over. In theory, you should have 20 turns. I don't know if I exactly had 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Where's my starting tile? Oh, it's here. Okay, so I'm just going to count all of this minus 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. This will be 23. And then minus 3. Yeah, so we had about 20 turns. So this is going to be the last one. I feel like I have to take this one and then some other tile, but it doesn't matter where I place it, really. Actually, it does. I want a desert one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can get a 7th one. So I think I'm going to spend one of these tokens to take these and sort of do that with it. And then put this bird down here so that it's got line of sight with its buddies. And I think, because once you try to fill this and you can't, it's game over. All right, well, let me go ahead and calculate scores and see what I got. Okay, so after checking everything out, I got 20 points on the bears. I've got 13 points on the elk, 10 points on the salmon, 16 points on the birds, 8 points on the foxes for a total of 57. These are our 2-player playthrough scores, so I definitely did better against Italy than solo. And then I got 7 for the I guess the alpine biome, and I get an extra 2 points for that in solo mode when you've got 7 or more of that type. And then 3, 7, and 2, 3, 4 for a total of 28. I had 2 of those nature tokens left over. I don't remember. I don't know if it's exactly right. I may have missed 1 or 2 here and there, either earning 1 or spending 1. But either way, I got 87 points around there, just, you know, give or take a couple points. And according to the rulebook, that is very good. So I guess I'll take that. It's not my best score, obviously, but it was still fun. It's a very interesting spatial puzzle, and you know, you can play this both solo and multiplayer. So there's a lot of playtime to be had here, and it's very casual. It doesn't take up a whole lot of table space either. And my favorite part, really, are the cards. Like, this is the art design is just fantastic. I love it. All right, well, there you go, folks. That was Cascadia solo playthrough. This is Vince. Thanks for watching. Catch y'all next time. Take care.